How's it, guys? So it's been quite a rough week this past week. As most of you know, we've had some very good rains in the country, but before I continue, let me quickly do today's shout outs. And while I'm doing that, I'm just going to turn around and show you guys what the weather looks like that's currently building. You can see over there, there's some really heavy weather on its way. Anyway, so today's shout out goes to Beko Wood Center, Camel Herder 45, Jack Holman 5008, Kevin Hargreaves, Msimelelo Kabamisa, Tami Mahlangabeza, Love of Livestock, Castro Odwa, S. Gabela 8725, Sibunelo, Liam Shore B51, who by the way said that Fred doesn't have much of an arse, and then Jan van Aert 3773. Guys, I've still got 2 pages worth of names that I still need to catch up, but thanks for the support, we really appreciate it. Quickly coming back, so we've been blessed with some very good rain. You can see the grass is green. For the last week we got about 100 millimeters of rain, which made a huge difference. Currently now it's after 5 p.m, it's about 5:45, so the light's not very good. And I've quickly come to do a herd check because I have been fairly busy and haven't been able to get out to the herd. Now, Basjan has had me concerned because I haven't seen him in action. I've seen him show interest, but I haven't actually seen him working. So I've been keeping an eye on him. I've been trying to catch him in the act, so to speak. And I haven't been very successful. And the big thing is, I'm probably a little paranoid, but I just want to make sure that he actually knows what he's supposed to do. He is a younger bull, although that shouldn't make too much of a difference. But many of these heifers are also young, or all of these heifers are young for that matter. They're all inexperienced. So at the end of the day, I just want to make sure that everything's going according to plan. Now, as I stopped here, I actually got a shot of him in action, and then my neck collar alarm went off because obviously he's causing the animals to move around a bit, and that sets off the alarm. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I'm happy that I've seen him in action, and I'm busy having a look, and I'm going to see if I can catch him for you guys to see as well, because there's a couple of animals that should be coming on heat simultaneously within the next couple of days. This red little heifer here is one of them. The Thule cow in the background there I saw yesterday was on heat, and while I wasn't able to see him do anything then, it's obviously wasn't in proper standing heat at that point in time. Now, just something interesting, I was having a long discussion with Kenneth Ball today, because I felt that he was working too hard and I needed to just take his mind off matters for a while. And I always enjoy bouncing ideas off him. And we were discussing bull behavior and so forth. And he made a comment that to him it's important that a bull courts a heifer or a cow. Now, guys, you must just excuse the wind is just picked up quite a bit. Now, what does he mean by courting? Courting is an old term, and for want of a better word, you probably want to say that he's loving her, he's giving her attention, he's not just mounting her and mating her, but there's a whole string of actions that need to take place beforehand. And interestingly, I never thought of this in terms of cattle. But when bulls court heifers and cows, they lick on them, they groom them. Every now and then they'll make a slight noise and do a mock mount. And I believe all of this is to help the animal come into heat better. All of this stimulates heat. In the pig industry, where we had 100 plus sows every week that we had to mate, and all of these animals consuming 100% mixed rations, every day lost is a day's extra cost. So we would often put the boars in with the sows, and even though they weren't on heat, the boars would mount them. They would physically push them with their foreheads, and this would help the sows to come into heat. It would stimulate heat. So I'm pretty sure in cattle there's a similar process that takes place. Man, this wind is rough. I'm pretty sure there's a similar process that takes place in cattle. And while it might not be as well known and studied, because cattlemen are generally speaking not intensive farmers, it still has its place and its role to play. Just quickly looking at the rest of the animals, they're looking really good. Quite a few of them have been on heat now. The brindle, if I'm not mistaken, the Cimbra in the back there, the red Cimbra with a star in the forehead, the Thule cow, that one with the blaze, better known as Villa Bliksem. Man, this wind is going to catch up to me. I hope I get this done in time. And even Bella was on heat. Now, I wasn't able to see Bastian successfully mount them and do what needs to be done. But judging by what I saw on this Thule cow, I'm feeling a lot more confident that what needed to take place, in fact, actually did take place. So I'm hoping that he did what he had to do successfully. Just quickly looking here at Fritz. Since Fritz is no longer chasing behind heifers, he's actually picking up a lot of weight and he's starting to look very good. He's now currently 7 months old, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. So next month, end of next month, when I remove the bulls, he'll be weaned and taken out with him. Little Naledi over here was on heat. And if I'm not mistaken, this heifer here as well was on heat. So just look at that. I wonder what he's doing. He's just being silly now due to the wind. But yeah, so there's a whole lot of animals that have been on heat. It's the first time I successfully saw Bastian mount the cow, or any animal for that matter. These things often happen at night, often happen in the dark. I've been recording their heats, and most of the animals that I've seen have been after 9 p.m. at night. So yeah, it doesn't always happen during the day when it's hot. I'm just quickly going to swing around and have a look what's coming up behind me. Unfortunately, I have to speak a lot louder. I think you can hear the wind. I've put the microphone with its wind muff inside my shirt, and you can still hear the beating of the wind. So that in short is the story. Quick herd check. By the way, yes, I'm busy working through Tom Lasseter's book. Here's Bastian just quickly chasing off Fritz. I'm working through Tom Lasseter's book, and I must say I'm finding it very, very interesting. I think arguably the two best and most well-known cattle farmers slash producers slash breed developers would be Jan Boomsma and Tom Lasseter. And I think there's a lot of wisdom in their books. Both have books that they've written, and there's a lot of wisdom that we can make use of that they've written in their books. So that's something that'll be coming up soon. I've also let's look at that. There we are. I thought I'd catch him in the act. I also want to do a review on these Grazer Track GPS collars. I found them to be very useful. I'm feeling a lot more confident and comfortable at night. I still come out and check the animals, but now I'm checking them because I want to see if they come on heat. So, but at least it's for the right reasons. I've also made contact, or not made contact, gotten hold of the details of an Afrikaner breeder. So hopefully that's something that I'll be able to do within the next couple of weeks. And yeah, in short, the cattle are looking good as always. I can't complain. Grass is turning green. The fence here in the background, let me just show you this quickly. My sons and I did this fence 2 weekends ago. We quickly put it up. Now, I haven't put up a fence in probably 30 years. And this was my son's first attempt, so the two of them. So I suddenly found out that I'm no longer 20, I can tell you that. I took some strain putting up this fence. It was extremely hot and humid. And yeah, some skills sometimes get lost as well. But all in all, I don't think we did a bad job. This was the small one. Last Saturday we put another fence in that side, which is 600 meters in length. And then in the next couple of weeks I have another fence to put up that's nearly 1 kilometer long. So yeah, baby steps. We're growing as we're going. I just want to have a quick look here. This is my son's heifer. He chose her. And she's a beautiful animal. I just quickly want to have a look here and see if Basjan's going to do anything. Basjan, old boy. What's going on? What's going on? Let me just make sure that you're doing what you have to do. Anyway, I'm going to cut this short, guys. I see I'm running past 10 minutes already. And probably as Murphy would have it, the moment I stop recording, he's going to do the naughty. But anyway, guys, have a good one. We'll chat again. Cheers.